From the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, welcome to Iowa Live. I am Blue, and it is that time to say hello to Dr. Josiah Fitzsimmons from Vero Neuropathy to talk about some ways that they can help you if you're experiencing some pain. Good to see you, Dr. J.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, more and more people are being diagnosed with diabetes nowadays, and if you're one of those individuals and you're experiencing diabetic nerve pain, it is devastating. Now, is diabetic nerve pain, is this neuropathy type pain?
Diabetic nerve pain is essentially diabetic neuropathy.
Okay.
And so what's happening is people with diabetes have consistently high levels of blood sugar for prolonged periods of time.
Okay.
And what that causes is inflammation throughout the whole body. And this can wreak havoc on all different parts of your organs within your body, but especially your nerves. So your nerves have this nice coating around them, kind of like the nice rubber coating around an electrical wire. And that high levels of inflammation over consistent long periods of time starts to destroy that coating around the nerves, and therefore the nerve is then exposed to the rest of the inside of the body, and that's when you get the numbness, tingling, burning sensations. Over 50% of people with diabetes typically end up with neuropathy. So flip a coin, if you have diabetes, you're probably going to have neuropathy sooner rather than later.
That doesn't sound very encouraging, but the question is there hope for people like this?
Yes, that's the biggest thing,
yes.
that people need to know, because for so many years, honestly, decades, people with diabetes, people with neuropathy have been told there's nothing you can do. You just have to live with it. It's a condition that there's no cure for, but that's absolutely not the truth. There's lots of things out there, medications that can just mask the symptoms, but our entire protocol at Vero Neuropathy is completely surrounding around recreating that coating around the nerve, decreasing the inflammation, improving the blood flow, and getting that actual reversal of the neuropathy. We've had people that haven't had feeling in their hands or feet for decades regain their hands or feeling in their feet. We had a guy step on a nail 2 inches thick through the bottom of his heel. Didn't even know it until he took his shoes off at the end of the day.
Oh my gosh.
Came in within a few weeks, he felt his feet for the first time in decades.
Wow.
So there's absolutely something that you can do about neuropathy and diabetic neuropathy, but it is a progressive degenerative condition. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. The longer you wait, the harder it is to treat. Once you get up over 80% nerve damage, typically you can't get full reversal of the condition. And so what we tell people is you got to get in sooner rather than later. Don't let it keep progressing, getting worse and worse and worse, harder and harder to deal with.
Yeah, what could end up happening is you're going to end up using a walker.
Yeah.
You could end up, in a wheel like this,
Yeah.
and you don't want that.
Absolutely, fantastic story. Obviously, you never want to end up in a walker or a wheelchair or a cane, but we have so many people that have come to our office in walkers, using canes. We just had a fantastic lady that she went grocery shopping with her cane. They went all the way grocery shopping, came home, and her husband said, "Where's your cane?" She goes, "I don't know." And he's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, I put it in the grocery cart because I don't need to use it anymore." And she lost her cane. Her husband was blaming us that she lost her cane. She's like, "Well, I don't need it. Who cares that I lost it?" It was a great testimonial, for her to completely get rid of that cane. She'd had that for years and years and years and no longer needs the cane at all.
Now, speaking of testimonials, you have another one here.
Yeah, Dennis is a longtime patient of ours that's had absolutely amazing results. Comes from a couple hours one way, hadn't felt his feet in over 20 years.
Take a look.
Immediately, I started feeling the difference in a week. I come 3 days a week first, and I do my therapy every day, light therapy and the water therapy. And boy, I could just tell the difference every week.
Yeah, really, really cool results for someone, like I said, who hasn't felt their feet in over 20 years to within 1 week start to feel your feet again. I mean, he was just over the moon with that type of improvement in such a short period of time. And so this is really what we specialize in. We have board certified doctors in neuropathy. This is our specialty. It isn't just something that we do on the side.
Right.
Like I said, we have people that come up to 6 hours one way to our clinic to get their nerves treated with neuropathy, and it's because of the results that we get.
All right, now you want to get checked out. We have a special going on right now. If you're experiencing this pain, they can help. Vero can help.
Absolutely. So what we do is we'd actually do 8 different unique tests on your initial visit to calculate exact percentage of sensory loss in your hands, in your feet, where part of those nerve fibers are deteriorated, to what degree have they deteriorated. Like I said, once you get up over 80% nerve damage, typically you can't get full reversal, and so we got to get on top of that as soon as possible. We need to get these diagnostic tests done as early as possible so that we can calculate the exact percentage and we can lay out an individualized treatment protocol, because depending on how you have the neuropathy, where you have the neuropathy, we're going to have to come with individualized treatment plans to get the optimal results, because depending on how those nerves are affected, we need to have different treatments come with an exact individualized plan and really get on top of it sooner rather than later, so you can enjoy quality of life, so you can do the activities that you want to do. Maybe you haven't been able to travel, maybe you haven't been able to do activities because you have a cane or a walker, you have balance issues, and then people with balance issues typically have more falls, right? And then that leads to more and more issues, and so we just got to get on top of this sooner rather than later.
All right, so give them a call, 515-335-VERO. That's the number to call. It's over on 50th Street over in West Des Moines, the new location. You need to check out that place, 630 South 50th Street, veroneuropathy.com. Also, for more information, but 335-VERO is the number to call, where he can really make a difference. All 10 of your physicians can make a difference.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, we have 4-part treatment protocol. Get to the root cause, live the life that you deserve. Don't be held back by your health. Let's get you in. Let's get you on the road to health.
Great job, Dr. Jabe.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back.